guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Madness. Today, for review, we have the Batman Arkham Knight figure from the Batman Arkham Knight video game. Now, as you can see on the back from the series, we have the Batman from the video game, the Arkham Knight here that I have for review, the Scarecrow, and the Harley Quinn. It's sculpted by Gentle Giants. On the back, you have like digital artwork of Batman Arkham Knight, or the Arkham Knight, I should say. On the side, window packaging, of course, comes with one accessory, and I picked this up from Midtown Comics for $24.95. Alright, let's go ahead and crack this open, and I'll be right back. Guys, here we go with the figure out of the packaging, and I have to say this figure is absolutely beautiful. So let's go ahead and take a look at the accessory first. Alright, so here we have the Arkham Knight sniper rifle, I would assume, and it isn't that detailed, but at the same time it is, and the weapon looks really nice. Let's get focus right here. So we have some paint, brown paint right here for the gun grips. Then we have like a little Batman logo right here, and then the stokes of the gun rifle is also painted black. Hold on, I'm trying to get to focus. Let's see. Alright, there we go. And then some more black paint on the gun tip right there. So as you can see, it's very simple paint, but still really detailed and sculpted very nice. Alright, now let's get into the figure. Okay, so if any of you guys are familiar with the Batman Arkham Knight video game that came out this year, you'll know who this character is. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone that hasn't played the game yet, so that's just, you know, a heads up. The figure is sculpted very nice, and also painted very nice. As you can see, here's the Arkham Knight's logo. He has tons of belt pouches from the front going all the way to the back, about this much. The belt sculpted on, it's not removable. You have this little loose flap right here where I guess you can either holster this weapon. Let's go ahead and try to do that right now. Yeah, you can try to do that, but it doesn't work. These guns usually go on the back, so it's a shame he doesn't have like a little back strap. But I guess you can put a gun here from any other accessory. Excuse me, not accessory. Any gun accessory from any other figure, because he doesn't come with handguns, which is a shame. But getting back to the details, he has gas grenades on the side of his leg right here. And you can see, like I said, the belts are sculpted on with some straps. His boots. Really nice detail from Gentle Giant. His chest plate. His helmet, really nice. His shoulder pads. His arm gauntlets. And yeah, like I said, the figure is sculpted really, really nice. Now let's get into the articulation of this figure. Alright, so let's start with the head first. The head moves down about this much. Doesn't move up too much. It pretty much just stays in the position it was already in. So that's kind of a bummer, because with diving poses, I mean, his head is not really gonna look up, but whatever. Moves from side to side, and then he has a little neck pivot like that. Shoulders are on a single ball joint, so they move up about this much. Move up about this much to the front. A little hindered by the shoulder pad right there, and then moves back about this much. The elbow is also single jointed, so it moves around this much, and it's on swivel. Then moves up this much, pretty much almost about 90 degrees, I'd say. Then we have the wrist, which is a swivel, and then hinged. Now the chest, we have a diaphragm swivel. Pretty good. And then we have ab crunch. Moves down about this much. And then up, well, backwards about this much. So a pretty far range of him moving all the way back. We don't have any waist swivel, so that's why the diaphragm is up there. And it's not too bad, because I guess they didn't put any waist swivel because they didn't want to break up the design and detail of the belts being sculpted right there. The legs move up about this much, not too far, and back not at all really. It's hindered by the sculpting on the character right here at the back, so that's kind of a bummer. We have thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and then we have a ankle rocker. We also have peg holes at the bottom, so it's pretty nice. Now, I really don't have any complaints about this character, except for the fact that his head doesn't move up too far. And, you know, he needs that because he's a Batman character that's pretty much fighting Batman. So, you know how Batman's always jumping around and gliding. If you were to do some ACBA with him, you wouldn't be able to look up unless you kind of like tilted his diaphragm. And it just looks weird. You know, it just looks weird that he's looking up that way and his stomach is sticking out. So that could have been better. Other than that, I'm not too bummed without having a waist swivel, but the double jointed elbows not being in there and the single ball joint shoulder, could have done without those. I would rather prefer a swivel on the shoulder and double jointed elbows. But like I said, I can't complain too much about the character. The figure is well detailed, well sculpted, and you can still have a lot of fun posing him in some dynamic poses. So I'm gonna give this figure 8 out of 10. Alright guys, that's it for my review. Stay till the end for some pictures that I put them in a couple of poses, and I hope you like this video, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.